What is good, Neo Nation? What's good, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to the N, to the E, to the O, to the nation. Before we get into this video, you guys already know the drill. Okay, I need you guys to hit that little bell somewhere here so you can be part of the notification squad, and I'm gonna need you to go follow me on my social media at neorapetsoa on all social media platforms. So as you guys can tell from the title of this video, today I'm going to be doing a very well recommended video. Okay, I am going to be talking about my YouTube journey, how I grew on YouTube, how I went from 1,200 subscribers in the beginning of the year to like almost 50,000 subscribers now, hopefully 50,000 subscribers by now, by the time you watch this video. But yeah, guys, so if you really want to find out how I grew on YouTube and how I managed to maintain it and remain consistent, and you as an upcoming YouTuber want to know, or you're just interested in the story period, then you can stay tuned. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so let me think back. Alright, let me take you guys back, give you a background story for those of you that do not know my YouTube background story if you're new here. So I started off YouTube in, guys, I am so sorry, it is so hard, God, or maybe it's just me, I don't know, but nonetheless. Okay, anyways, so I started off my YouTube journey in I posted my first YouTube video in 2016, and since then I have been trying my best to upload. I've been trying my best to, you know, remain consistent and stuff. I know in 2017 and 2018 I wasn't really that consistent. I only reached my first 1,000 subscribers 2018 April, right? So for 2 years straight I was settling in the hundreds, you know, and I wasn't stressed because I guess at the time YouTube wasn't really a big thing as it is now. Okay, so that was that. Okay, and then this year came March 2019. So I filmed a video with my cousin Matabo, which is like the biggest video on my channel, so I'm a piano playlist video, which, to be quite honest, we didn't really, that was the show. We were like, I guess sure, I don't know if people are gonna like this. Like, we were like contemplating if I should upload it or not, right? But then I was like, you know what, let me just edit it and upload it. Luckily I didn't get copyrighted. Listen, to this day I don't know how, but I'm just grateful for it. But yeah, I didn't get copyrighted. I uploaded it, and then I was like, alright, cool, so if people like it, we'll keep it. If it gets 1,000 views, for me 1,000 views was like, listen, I have made it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I was like, if it gets 1,000 views, see on. First day, 1,500. I'm like, oh, this is new. Oh, I've never seen nothing like this on our channel. I don't know how to act. Hello. Hello. You know, so the first day got 1,500. After 2 weeks, I think it already had 100,000. After 2 or 3 weeks, it had 100,000. I was like, what do you mean? What is the meaning of this? You understand what I'm saying? So I was ecstatic. I was really happy. I was overwhelmed, to be honest, above everything else, because I didn't know how to deal with this, because I did not expect this, like, as in at all. So that was really crazy. But now the challenge came that was like, okay, now I have to find my niche and find a way to maintain the numbers. Do you understand? So the next video, the most difficult challenge from there was coming up with the next video ideas after that, because it was like, okay, now that people are here, they're happy, they're entertained by this one video. How am I gonna, okay, they're entertained by this one video and other videos that I had prior to that, but how am I going to keep them here? So that was my biggest challenge, right? So for me personally, I just want to say, if you're a YouTuber, a young YouTuber, whatever, personally, I mean, it could differ from person to person, because a lot of people are like, oh, you came out of nowhere, which, first of all, like, first of all, don't draw me snaps, easy. I didn't come out of nowhere. I've been doing this YouTube thing, guys. Some of us, we stack books on books, put our phone there by the windowsill. We had to run up and down to a network. We had to buy data. Like, YouTube was not cute. It's still not cute, but it was worse back then. So I was like, okay, cool, this is my lucky video, which I feel like not every YouTuber, but most YouTubers, you have that one video that gets you a lot of attention, right? And I think a lot of the time what most YouTubers struggle with, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but what I struggled with as a YouTuber was coming up with the next one. I was like, okay, cool, we have this one, but now how are we gonna get the next one? You know what I'm saying? So that was the case from there, and I was like, okay, cool, now I need to find my niche. And I just want to give a shout out to my broski Tando Mbele. Okay, you guys must go check out his YouTube channel. I'm gonna put the link down in the description box below. All right, because he really had been pushing me since I started YouTube, well, since we'd known each other from YouTube, to come up with, like, to start making videos that are original to me. But every single content creator, I feel like it is very important for you to find your niche and what it is that you want your brand to represent and what it is that you want to create content based on. Do you understand? One thing that I think made it very easy for me in this time period, in this year actually, in being consistent, was creating videos that weren't beyond my reach. Because a lot of the time we try to create videos that are going to be very difficult. We try to create videos that are going to be very difficult for us to create or very difficult for us to maintain, or etc. Do you understand? So I think the one thing that makes it very easy for you to remain consistent in content creating is to find creative ways to make videos that are entertaining, but it's not a hassle for you to create those videos. I mean, once in a while, yes, it's going to be necessary for you to, but I'm saying in the beginning, while you're still trying to start out, while you're still trying to get, you know, an audience and etc., I would advise that you do try and stick to videos that aren't beyond your means to make, and also videos that are relatable. I think that was one thing that I realized could have helped me a lot, is that I created a lot of content that was relatable for a certain audience, and I started learning more about my audience via their comments, via what they said they wanted to watch, via the things that they said that they liked from a certain video. I was like, okay, cool, so it seems like people like this and people like that and people like this. So I think after finding my niche, the next important thing was to interact with my audience and get to know my audience better, which I think would be a very advisable thing for anybody to do, whether you have 10 subscribers, 100, 1,000, 100,000, a million. I personally would really advise that you get to know your audience as soon as possible, because they sort of let you into the loop as to what kind of content you must create. You understand what I'm saying? The sooner you create an interactive and an intimate relationship with your subscribers and with your audience and with your supporters, the better it is for you to create new videos, because you know what they want. You understand? Which I personally am so thankful and grateful for the best nation in this generation, because you guys are so amazing. Like, you guys are so interactive, you're responsive, you're there, man. You've got presence, and I just love it. I love it. It's also very important for you to acknowledge that you are a brand on your own, especially if you are in content creating or in entertainment of any sort. Everything that you do will somehow come back to you. So the content that you create, you need to be very sure that it aligns with your beliefs, it aligns with your morals, it aligns with your lifestyle, it aligns with the way in which you live. So I'm not even gonna sit here and tell you guys that I can tell you straight up what my channel's about. My channel's just about good vibes. It's about monate and puts a nice and puts a fun. So yeah, guys, that was for me very important for me to establish that, okay, I am a brand, and what does my brand represent? You don't necessarily have to know from the get-go what you want your brand to look like, and etc, and the color scheme and all of those things. Those things come and go as you grow. You want more simple things, and then all of a sudden you want color, but more on what you want your brand to represent. When somebody watches your videos, what kind of a feeling do you want them to go away with? Do you want them to be educated on certain topics? Do you want them to be more interested in certain topics? Do you want them to be entertained? Do you want them to be happy? Do you understand what I'm saying? So I think that was something that was very important for me, was to establish what is it that I want somebody who's watching my videos to take away from it. So those kind of things, I mean, everything I'm telling you guys here, I mean, it's cute, it's bubbles, it's fun, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. Balancing YouTube and the way in which my YouTube was growing so like abundantly, trying to balance the way in which my YouTube channel was growing so greatly, trying to balance schoolwork, trying to balance my lifestyle, and now on top of that, it's a thing of, now that I've established myself as a brand, as many of you might know, if you don't know, I do want to go into entertainment, I do want to go into the acting industry, do you understand? And so this was for me like a doorway, do you understand, to get into that, because I was able to go on TV for the first time, I was able to work with other YouTubers, other influencers, work with brands that I've always wanted to work with, and etc. Certain brands I couldn't work with for certain reasons, but yeah, it was an opening door for me, but with that open door came a lot of responsibility. It was a lot, guys. I'm talking a lot of things in which a lot of people don't really speak about. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but personally for me, I felt that once my YouTube channel started getting attention and my name was sort of like known per se, and etc., I felt that, okay, now this is my brand, this is my work, so I need to at all costs protect my brand. I need to at all costs protect my image, which determined a lot of how I conduct myself in public. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't speak about, is when you've established your brand and once your brand has started getting attention, you need to be very specific with where you choose to be. You need to be very specific with who you choose to share your energy with. Who you let into your space is very important. So one thing that came, one of the responsibilities that came with this whole, you know, my YouTube channel growing thing, and this whole year actually, was acknowledging that, okay, now I'm not just Neo, I'm Rapetsoa, the brand. I'm not just Neo. I mean, yes, I am still Neo and whatever else, and I'm still the same person, but now I'm also a brand, you understand? And anything that I do reflects on my brand. Anything that I post on social media, that I tweet, that I etc., reflects on my brand. The people that I choose to align myself with reflect on my brand. The spaces that I choose to be in reflect on my brand. So that's something that I found very difficult to try and balance, you know, to balance the whole having fun but still not ruining my image thing, kind of a thing. It was a very difficult contrast, which is why I'm very grateful for the friends and family that I have that would always remind me when I wanted to be in certain places or be with certain people. They'd always be like, okay, but don't forget, that's gonna not look good for you. Do you understand? So I think it's also very important to have people in your space who are substance. People that can like direct you in life, guys. I promise you guys, being in the public space, it's not, and I'm not even in the public space like that, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm barely even in the public space. Like, I'm known by a mere understated, lousy, if I'm thinking of all my social media, like 60,000 people. Do you understand? There are people who are known by millions of people. We're not talking celebrities, we're talking content creators. There are people that are known by millions of people, and it does not take away from the fact that whether you're known by 30 people, whether you're known by 700 people, whether you're known by 30,000, 30 million, at the end of the day, if you're focused, you're going to end up getting to 30 million people. So just because you have 30 people does not mean you must treat your brand with any less respect and dignity, because you are eventually going to get to that 30 million that you want to get to, whether it's next year, whether it's in 2 years, whether it's in the next decade. Oksala, you're going to get there. And whatever you choose to do with your brand now, and whatever you choose to represent in terms of your brand right now, is going to reflect on your brand in the years to come. But yeah, when I'm reflecting on this in terms of my YouTube channel, in terms of the growth of it all, I think personally I would like to say that is really a blessing for me. But one thing that I did realize, which is another reason why I took so long to upload another I'm a Piano playlist video, was that I do not want the growth of my channel to solely be based on playlist videos, you understand? Which is one thing I think a lot of people need to be careful about, is that once your channel gets attention based on one type of video, do not always post that kind of video, because it's going to start looking like, okay, that's your niche, that's your brand, that's all you're good for, that's all you know type of a thing. And it's going to start looking like, okay, so the only reason you have the numbers you have is because you keep uploading the same type of video. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, that was for me my biggest challenge with YouTube, was trying to find the balance of it all. Of course, there's other challenges, emotional and stuff, but that's not what you guys are here for. You're not here for my emotions. You're not here to hear me being all soppy. I look too cute to be cracked. Guys, can you please actually have a moment? Baby girl said pink eyeshadow for the pain. Baby girl said pink eyeshadow for the pain. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys, I hope that was some sort of substantial advice that I did give. That was literally just me sharing my story on how I dealt with the whole growing thing and how I established my brand. And I just want to say to you that if you are an upcoming YouTuber, if you're somebody that's trying to grow on YouTube and you've been struggling to grow, your time will come. I know everybody says this, but trust me when I say your time will come. I was doing YouTube for a solid 4 years. No, I'm lying, I'm being dramatic. I was doing YouTube for a solid 3 years before I could even see progress. Do you understand? I was stuck on 1,000 for a solid year before I could even see progress. And now I am where I never thought I could be. So all I want to say to you is that when it's your time, it is your time. Just don't stop pushing. Don't stop putting effort into your content. Don't stop making your content of great quality. Don't stop anything. Just carry on doing as you're doing, and when the time is right, it will happen. But for me, I think my biggest piece of advice is do not focus on being big or, you know, having a name for yourself or etc. Focus on your passion for what you're doing. People are going to fall in love with your passion, and from falling in love with your passion, they're going to fall in love with you. I think if you make it more about numbers and you make it more about becoming big and making money and being famous and all of these things, it's gonna die out eventually, because you get tired of trying to chase something. There wasn't any potion that I used, there wasn't any sangoma that I went to go see, there wasn't any pasta that I prayed with. Lord, I wish. I think it was just a matter of God was looking out for your girl, you know what I'm saying? My nigga GOOD was out here looking out for your girl. But yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, please do comment below if you guys have any other questions, if you guys want to see any more videos in terms of YouTube, in terms of growing on YouTube, or anything of that manner. Okay, happy New Year's in advance. Okay, I hope you guys have a blessed 2020. This year we are cluttering space. Do you understand? 2020 we are taking up space. 2020 we are unapologetic. 2020 we're securing bags. 2020 we're giving ourselves self-love. 2020 we are stopping Popeye behavior. We are no longer Popeyes. We make Popeyes. We don't become Popeyes. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing, being part of my family, being part of the best nation in this generation. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for a wonderful full year. Thank you so much for the love, the blessings, everything. I am beyond grateful for each and every single one of you guys. I could have never been where I am without your support, so I am beyond grateful for that. Thank you so much for 50k in advance. Because I have great faith that I will reach 50k before this year ends. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the blessed year. Here's to many more. Here's to 100k, 500k, maybe a milli next year. All right guys, and I cannot wait to carry on this adventure with the rest of you guys. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, comment below for any reviews you'd like to see, and last but not the least, subscribe to my channel for more craziness. Bye guys.